Hey guys, my name's Andrea and welcome to BarbiePunk. So today we're going to be looking at my hair history because I have done a lot of crazy things to my hair throughout the years, including this latest installation that I'm not sure if I like yet. Let's start at the very beginning. That's a very good place to start. I just had a couple quick stories that I wanted to share with you. So we're going to do like a couple baby photos and then we're going to like skip ahead real far and then we're gonna do some more, you know, you'll see. But we'll get to the colored hair as soon as we can. I'm not gonna like go like year by year and tell you every different thing that I did with my hair. But I did want to say that I was born with a full head of hair. It wasn't like most babies, not a bald baby. Full on Wolverine. That wasn't a hair choice, I just want to let you know about it. Fast forward to when I was like 3 or 4, I think. I'm not exactly sure of the age, but I do know that it's too young for me to tell you what I'm about to tell you. So I decided that I thought my hairline looked weird at 3 or 4. It still kind of does, like it's not like straight across, there's like jaggedy, but like whatever. But however young that I was, I thought that in my head. And I also thought, you know what I could do? I could just lift my hair up, find the pieces that I want to go away and make straight, and I'll just cut it. Just cut it right there. And so I went to the bathroom, found some scissors, and just chopped the front part of my hair, which resulted in one of 2 times in this whole video that I had to get bangs. So here's me with bangs. I had them for way too long because every time they grew out, my mom would cut them again, and I absolutely hated them, and I vowed that I would never ever get bangs again, which almost came true. And then I'm just gonna skip over like all of my childhood until something of note happened, which is around middle school, high school, like peak puberty, peak children being terrible to one another, peak feeling self-conscious about yourself time. I had gained weight, I had glasses, I had braces, and my hair, which had previously been stick straight, decided that it was curly now. For no reason. Like gigantic hair. So I guess puberty and hormones is the reason. But it was like, you know what? You don't have enough happening right now. Let's just be curly for no reason. Which was ironic because all of my childhood I was like, oh, what if I had curly hair? Wouldn't that be so cute? Like, I still do it. Like, you know, when you have straight hair, you want curly hair. When you have curly hair, you want straight hair. And so as soon as I got that curly hair, which was frizzy, and I did not know what to do with it, I was like, damn it, I wish I still had straight hair. So most of my middle school, high school years were dealing with how to control my unexpectedly curly hair. And I experimented with like some colors, like burgundy. At one point I dyed the like underside of my hair like a bright pink, but no one knew because the rest of my hair was black. It's basically a philosophy or a way of life that I still have, which is fluctuating between really, really long hair and really, really short hair. Like I'll grow it out super duper long and then get bored of it and be like, you know what? I need a ridiculous change. And obviously that led to some disasters, like the hair that I had for my senior portrait, so I never really went that short again. At some point in college, somehow I convinced myself that I wanted bangs again. I think it was partly because we had a bunch of cosplay that we were going to do. I chose a bunch of characters with bangs. So I was like, you know what? That'll probably be cute. I haven't had it since childhood. No, I hate bangs on me. I don't know, like some of you are gonna be like, oh, I think it's cute. Some, you know, preferences. Just, we have different preferences, but I hated them again. And so maybe in another 15 years, I will convince myself that I need bangs for a 3rd time, but until then, no more bangs. So now we're finally gonna get into some of the experimental colors in my life. Starting with this time in college, one of my best friends had just dyed her hair pink, and the rest of us were like, you know what? Let's all have our hair be crazy colors too. I wanted to do like a streak of purple just in the front of my hair, and we had like one of our guy friends was gonna do like blue, and my other friend was gonna have like fiery like orange red hair. So we went to the drugstore, we bought a bunch of box dyes, and we brought it all over to my house. And separately, in different rooms, we all decided to dye our own hair, which ended in several different catastrophes. My guy friend, who was dyeing his own hair blue, just did not know how long he had to wash it out for until the blue came out. Like, if you've ever dyed your hair a color, you'll know that you have to sit there waiting for the water to start running clear before you can get out of the shower. He didn't know that. He rinsed it out like normal, and he was just dripping blue everywhere. And so my entire bathroom, my parents' entire bathroom, was blue. My friend who did like red in the back of her hair, that turned out like okay, it was fine. And then for my streak, it was this weird like all-in-one sort of thing. I know now that that's ridiculous. You need a separate bleach and a dye to go after, but it was like a combo thing that you were just supposed to paint on your hair, and then magically it would lighten itself and become purple all in one. So I did that, which resulted in what was affectionately deemed orange blob until I cut it off, because I didn't dye over it because I was lazy. And my friends to this day insist that they loved that on me. So finally, what you guys have actually been waiting for, which is when I dyed my hair crazy colors for the first time. So I think 3 or 4 years ago, I decided to go to an actual salon to have my hair fully purple. I emailed my usual hairdresser. I was like, I'm gonna have my hair be completely purple. This is the color that I want it. I made an appointment, went in, and she was like, oh, I thought you just wanted streaks. You want your full head? And so we embarked on this journey to just put hundreds of foils in my hair, bleach it all the way down to white, and then she dyed over it with this Pravana purple, Pravana violet. And the process for it to be purple was like 8 hours long, and it was beautiful, and that was the first colored hair that I ever had, and it was very exciting. And I was like, I'm just gonna dye it purple this one time, I'll let it grow out, and then I'll cut it off and I'll have normal hair again. Obviously, did not happen. Once I had purple hair, I was like, this is amazing, I love my hair, I am finally the person that I want to be. I was letting it grow out because I was too afraid to do the bleach myself because of a certain orange blob incident. But I did feel confident enough to dye over the faded color that was already bleached. So I ordered Pravana Violet online, and I also ordered Special Effects Atomic Pink, and I created this like ombre sort of look. So I had that for a while until my roots got pretty dang long. I decided it's probably time to go back to a hairdresser. So I went in with this idea that I was gonna have like dark blue at the top and like purples and pinks throughout the rest of my hair. And again, it took another like 8 hours of being at the salon, and I came out with basically purple hair again. Because the thing about Pravana Violet, the specific color, it's an excellent purple, but it bleeds everywhere. Like, if you wanted to have like 2 different colors like I have right now, it doesn't work well when Pravana Violet is in your hair, because it will stain this color purple, it'll stain this color purple, it'll stain your whole head purple. So we had bleached the roots and we'd done a bunch of amazing different colors, but it ended up all being purple again, which made me a little disappointed. But I was like, you know what, we're gonna do it one more time. So I went in after a couple months and I wanted to have my hair touched up and hopefully done the way that I wanted it to be this time. Kind of like a galaxy sort of theme going on in my hair. But the Pravana was used again and it bled all over my head again, and so I ended up with purple hair again. So I decided that I didn't want to spend time and money going to a salon anymore if it wasn't going to turn out the way that I wanted it to turn out in the first place. And at this point I had kind of dabbled in dyeing my own hair. I had started dyeing my friends' hairs, so I decided that I was going to just do it myself. So I did all the internet research, watched all the Guy Tang videos, and so the first thing that I did when I tried doing my own hair was galaxy hair. I put purple on my roots and then I alternated different colors through the rest of my hair. I had blues, I had pinks, I had purples, and it turned out like this. I loved it so much that I actually did it one more time. I have a tutorial on this channel for it that I'll put a little link to. So at this time I kind of became known as the hairdresser of my friends. I already kind of had been because I used to cut everyone's hair, but now I was dyeing their hair as well. So I'm just going to quickly go through some of the different hair colors that I dyed my friend's hair. So for Monica, I gave her this sort of blue-gray ombre at the very beginning, which she then cut off. And I think we also did some purples in her hair, we did some oranges in her hair, and then I think the last thing that I did was a kind of like green, blue, purple sort of fun colors going on. I also did her husband's beard. That was a whole situation. I had to bleach his beard all the way white. He had like cotton balls in his nose. It was ridiculous. And then we put pink over it. So his beard was bright pink for a while. So he did that for a festival, and my other friend's husband, who was also going to the festival, decided that he wanted his beard to be green. So I did that as well. And then for Lindsay, I dyed the underside of her hair like different blues and purples. And then I also gave her this red to purple ombre that she kept for quite a while. And then my friend Alex tends to like to do her own hair, but I helped her out with this like highlighter yellow sort of look. And then we tried something that didn't end up turning out very well, which was like a burgundy root to like a gray sort of situation. So moving along from my friends, I did my galaxy hair twice, and then the next time I decided that I wanted to do a bright blue root that went into a bright pink rest of my hair. So I did that, and I think it was one of the most underrated styles that I had by myself. Like, I thought that it looked crazy, and then looking back at photos I was like, I wish I kept that hair longer. It was amazing. I think I probably got the most compliments on that specific hair. So after that sort of faded and my roots grew out, I decided to just dye over the blue and have just fully pink hair, like a pastel pink. And then after fully pink, I decided to go fully blue, which I feel like didn't really suit me, which is why I didn't keep it for very long. I felt like it was outwardly reflecting how I felt inside, which is kind of upsetting, but I was going through like a rough period, like I was going through a blue period. And then once that faded out, I was actually about to go to Japan, so I wanted to do something kind of crazy. And I decided to do this like ridiculous rainbow glow-in-the-dark fantasy. So I just basically like separated my hair into different sections, and so basically for that look I gave myself a gray root, and then I sectioned off different parts of my hair, and I would start with one color like purple and I would fade it into pink, and then I would take a different section and I would start with like blue and fade it into green, or pink into yellow. And I basically did that throughout my entire head of hair, and it turned out like this. And the cool part about that was that it also glowed in black light. And then after it faded out, I decided to go rainbow just one more time. And again, I do this thing whenever I dye my hair where I like hate it for a few days, and then I look back at pictures and I'm like, ugh, that was so cool. So that time I was like, oh, there's way too much green in my hair, what did I do? But I thought it ended up looking like super cool. Like, I wish I could have that hair again. I think maybe like in a couple of months I might do like a short rainbow hair look, I'm not sure. So after that rainbow faded out, I decided to chop it all off and start fresh again. And I left it blonde for a few days, and then I dyed it pink. And pink is my favorite color, and so I've kind of been keeping it pink because dyeing it all of those different colors and having to like bleach through the rest of my hair was obviously damaging to my hair. So I wanted to give my hair a rest. I basically would just touch up the roots every 6 weeks. I would just bleach just the roots, dye the whole head the same pink. And so that's what I've been doing for about a year now. And I really love having pink hair. So I don't know when I'm gonna do like a super duper change, but just this week I decided to chop it all off again, give myself a second of having fully bleached blonde hair, and I decided to add a little bit of blue into it, which I do have a tutorial for. And yeah, that's all of my different hairs, I guess. Again, since it's the first couple days, I don't know how much I like it, but hopefully I'll get used to it and fall in love with it. But again, I wanted to make it so that it was super simple for me to keep up and not have to bleach the rest of my hair every time I wanted to do a root touch-up. So it's just a really blunt line that I can just do pink over here and blue down here every time I need to do roots. So I hope I got everything. That was my full hair history. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want any more history of different things sort of videos. I was probably gonna do like a style history video. If you wanted to see that, let me know. But thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe and hit the bell and thumb it. I think that's all I have to tell you to do. Alright, goodbye.